He invented the technology that powers your home right now. He envisioned wireless communication decades before radio existed. He dreamed of transmitting electricity through the air, powering the world without wires. He had over 300 patents and ideas so advanced that some are only now being understood and developed. And he died alone in a New York hotel room, penniless, feeding pigeons, forgotten by the world he'd helped create. Nikola Tesla was arguably the greatest inventor who ever lived. But he was terrible at the one thing that mattered in his time, making money. While his rival Thomas Edison became rich and famous, Tesla gave away fortunes and watched others profit from his genius. This is the story of a man who saw the future and was destroyed by it. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in a village in what is now Croatia. His father was a priest who wanted him to join the clergy. His mother, though uneducated, was an inventor of household tools. From childhood, Tesla was different. He had a photographic memory so precise he could memorize entire books. He could visualize inventions in 3 dimensions in his mind, rotating them, testing them, perfecting them before ever touching a tool. He claimed he could run simulations of machines entirely in his imagination, but he also suffered. Tesla experienced intense flashes of light accompanied by visions. He was fixated on the number 3, compulsively counted his steps, and was repulsed by pearls and round objects. Modern psychologists believe he may have had synesthesia and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Despite these challenges, or perhaps because of them, Tesla was brilliant. He studied engineering and worked for electrical companies across Europe, but he was restless. He had an idea that consumed him, an idea everyone told him was impossible: alternating current. In the 1880s, the world ran on direct current, or DC. Thomas Edison had built his empire on DC power. But DC had a fatal flaw: it couldn't travel far. You needed a power station every few miles. Tesla envisioned something better: alternating current, or AC, which could be transmitted over long distances efficiently. He could see the entire system in his mind: generators, transformers, motors all working together. In 1884, at age 28, Tesla moved to America with 4 cents in his pocket, a book of poetry, and a letter of recommendation to Thomas Edison. The letter reportedly said, "I know 2 great men. One is you and the other is this young man. Edison hired him. It would be a disaster." Tesla and Edison were opposites. Edison was practical, business-minded, and protective of his DC empire. Tesla was theoretical, idealistic, and obsessed with AC power. Tesla worked for Edison for less than a year. According to Tesla, Edison promised him $50,000 to improve DC generators. Tesla did it. When he asked for payment, Edison allegedly laughed and said, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Tesla quit on the spot. For the next year, Tesla dug ditches for $2 a day to survive. The greatest electrical mind of his generation was literally digging holes in the ground. Then, in 1887, he caught a break. Investors funded his Tesla Electric Company, and he finally had the resources to build his AC system. He developed the induction motor, a revolutionary device that converted AC power into mechanical motion. It was elegant, efficient, and brilliant. But he needed someone with resources to make it widespread. That someone was George Westinghouse, an industrialist who saw the potential of AC power. In 1888, Westinghouse bought Tesla's AC patents for $60,000 plus royalties. This should have made Tesla incredibly wealthy. What followed was the War of Currents, a brutal battle between Edison's DC and Tesla SAC. Edison fought dirty. He publicly electrocuted animals with AC to prove it was dangerous. He lobbied to make the electric chair use AC, trying to associate it with death. But the truth was undeniable: SC was superior. In 1893, Westinghouse and Tesla won the contract to light the Chicago World's Fair, the first all-electric fair in history. 27 million people witnessed the power of AC electricity lighting up the night. Then came the ultimate victory, in 1896. Tesla and Westinghouse built the first major hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls, transmitting AC power 26 miles away. Tesla had won. His system powers the world to this day. Every outlet in your home uses AC power based on Tesla's designs, but Tesla didn't profit the way he should have. Here's where Tesla's story becomes tragic. In the 1890s, Westinghouse faced financial trouble. Creditors demanded that he break the royalty agreement with Tesla, the agreement that would have made Tesla one of the richest men in America. Westinghouse went to Tesla and explained the situation. He said if Tesla didn't give up his royalties, the company would collapse and DC Power might die with it. Tesla tore up the contract. He gave away millions, possibly hundreds of millions in today's money to save DC Power. Why? Because Tesla didn't care about money. He cared about the work. He cared about the future. But the future didn't care about him. Tesla continued inventing. He pioneered radio technology, though Marconi often gets the credit. He developed the Tesla coil, which is still used today. He experimented with X-rays, remote control, and wireless power. In 1901, Tesla began his most ambitious project, Wardenclyffe Tower. It was supposed to be a worldwide wireless communication and power transmission system. He envisioned transmitting electricity through the Earth itself, making power available anywhere without wires. His financier, J.P. Morgan, initially funded the project. But when Morgan realized Tesla wanted to give away free electricity, he pulled funding. Why would anyone invest in something people wouldn't pay for? Wardenclyffe was never completed. The tower was demolished. Tesla's dreams were too big for the capitalist world he lived in. Tesla spent his final decades in decline. He lived in a series of New York hotels, moving when he couldn't pay rent. He survived on small payments from Westinghouse charity, essentially. He became increasingly eccentric. He claimed to receive signals from Mars. He fell in love with a pigeon, saying it was the love of his life. He avoided social contact and worked obsessively on ideas that would never be built. On January 7, 1943, at age 86, Nikola Tesla died alone in room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel. A maid found his body. The US government immediately seized his papers, concerned they might contain weapons technology. Some of those documents remain classified to this day. His funeral was attended by over 2,000 people, but he died with thousands of dollars in debt. The man who invented the modern world died broke. For decades after his death, Tesla was mostly forgotten. Edison was in textbooks. Marconi got credit for radio. Westinghouse and J.P. Morgan got their fortunes. Tesla got a footnote. But in recent decades, Tesla's reputation has been resurrected. Engineers and scientists recognize him as one of history's greatest inventors. A car company named itself after him. The world finally remembers Nikola Tesla. Too late for him to know it. Nikola Tesla's tragedy wasn't that he lacked genius. It was that he had too much of it and not enough sense of how the world actually worked. He gave away fortunes because he believed science should benefit humanity, not enrich individuals. He pursued projects that were decades ahead of their time, scaring away investors. He couldn't play the game that Edison played, the self-promotion, the business deals, the compromises. Tesla wanted to power the world wirelessly and freely. Instead, the world took his inventions, made fortunes from them, and left him to die in poverty. But here's the final irony. Tesla won in the end. Every time you turn on a light, charge your phone, or use any electrical device, you're using technology that traces back to Nikola Tesla. The AC power system he invented powers modern civilization. Edison's DC lost. Marconi's radio patent was overturned. But Tesla's ideas are eternal. He saw the future, and we're living in it. He just didn't live long enough to see us finally understand what he'd given us. The genius who lit the world died in the dark, but his light never went out. If Tesla's story moved you, please like and subscribe for more untold stories of brilliant minds. Comment below what Tesla invention or idea fascinates you most. See you next time.